So captain of Gajantlaxmi is going to call it. Tails it is. So toss won by Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. And what have you decided?
We decided to bowl first.
Once again, bowling first, and you want to chase because you won chasing a very good fashion yesterday.
काय ना पीच बरी अशी सो कालची मॅच आमी जिखला न्हू सो आमी आयज परत चेस करूं सोदता
कितें चेंजीस आसा कालच्या टिमी भितर आनी आयच्या टिमी भितर काय टीम सेम आसा?
ना एक चेंज आसा प्रजय सुशांत
ओके आनी जर तर कॉम्बिनेशन पळयलें आनी आयच्या सकाळची मॅच पयली जो ग्रावंड आसा तो हाय स्कोरींग मॅचीस आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटा आनी चेस करपाक सुद्दां पॉसिबल आसा सेकंड इनिंग्साक. सद्या आमकां जी क्रिकेट पळयल्ली आसा ग्रावंडूय चड व्हडलो ना, सिक्सीस आनी बाउंड्रीज कंटिन्युअसली मारपाक मेळटा.
सारकें पूण आमच्या बॅट्समॅनाचे आनी बॉलराचे आमच्या बॉलराचे चड कॉन्फिडन्स आसा आमकां की आमी चेस सुद्दां करना येयले न्हू जाल्यार आमी बॉलिंग आमची बरी आसा चड अशी.
Okay, good luck to you. So he's joining his team, and let me have a word with Gajantlaxmi. This is the first game for you. So how is the combination? Who are the outstation players in the team?
We have Rajat Sheth and Aryan Kutkar as our outstation players.
Okay, and if you talk about, you must have definitely saw the entire scenarios, the matches on YouTube. What do you feel about this ground as well as the wicket conditions now, since you have to automatically bat first as you lost the toss?
The pitch is batting friendly, and we would like to put runs on the this board. And yeah, that's it.
And how much total is you think is good enough? Because it depends upon the bowling combinations of entire team.
Around 180 to 200 would be good.
Okay, 180 to 200 is the call from the captain. So that's it from the center. Toss won by Shri Masa Sanskrutik Mandal and opted to field first against Gajantlaxmi. So the match coming up next, full 20 overs. The 12th man of both the teams is requested to report, please. So 12th player of both the teams requested to report immediately. Both the teams, please come fast. So we are ready to go here for match number 2. Match between Gajantlaxmi Sports Club versus the Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. The first match for Gajantlaxmi, the second match for Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. They are underway with a thrilling victory yesterday from the batting masterclass of Rishabh Fatte. 12th man of Gajantlaxmi is awaited in the commentary box. Nicely clipped off the leg side for a single. The batter gets off the mark. Aryan Kudkar as an outstation player. Rishikesh Naik giving him the company. Important to have a steady start. Gajantlaxmi. The decent bowling attack of the Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. Gajantlaxmi understandably playing their first game, so they will be seeing what the wicket is playing. Lovely delivery. How did that miss? Absolutely no answer. Breaking into the defenses of the batter there. Just going on top of the stumps. An absolute ripper there. Squared him up. And he needs to just buckle up quickly. Get back into his defenses. Get back into the active mode. Clipped on the leg side or just short of the fielder. Not the best fielding effort. Not putting the body behind. He was caught in two minds whether to go for the catch or wait for the ball to be defended, but concedes a boundary. Bowler it not at all pleased, not at all pleased with that fielding effort. Swapping the fielding positions at the deep third man and backward square leg. Once again, straightish line. So he's trying to bowl wicket to wicket. Got to be careful with that, not to drift away on the leg side. Because anything that is been timed decently just runs away onto this quick outfield for 4 runs. Most of the matches, what we have witnessed is plenty of runs scored in the power play overs for both the sides. And that's why we have seen competitive matches being played on this 1919 cricket stadium. Oh, that is some shot. Stamping and marking himself. His arrival on 1919 stadium. None other than is Aryan Kutkar. Cracked off the back foot. No one moved. And that's why he has been included as outstation player. Just because of his batting prowess. He brings in strength into the top order. And it's always about the top. Once the platform is laid, you can capitalize on that start. Looking for another one. Just could not get it off the meat. And they are getting one more. There was no one to back up. Couple of runs taken. Well run here by both these batters. Started off well. 12 runs of the first over. It's 12 without loss. Mayur Naik. That uppercut shot over the backward point, man placed in the deep. The angle for the right-hander, the ball is going to go away. And that's the reason why you see a protection at the deep point region. Good field set by the captain for Mayur. That allows a bit of extra cushion to bowl it slightly wide-ish outside the line of off stump. He's got a man in the deep at wide long on now. There is a protection at long off region. So different field positions here for Rishikesh and Aryan Kutkar. Mayur feels Aryan is very strong down the ground, and that's why there is a man placed in the deep. But for Rishikesh, that man comes inside, and he puts the man in the deep backward point. Very much experienced campaigner. Mayur played a lot of leather ball cricket, and that's why is known for picking up early wickets with the new ball. Down the leg side, The fielder is giving the chase. The ball is running across this green turf and it's been stopped, but couple of runs taken off the leg by. That's why it was not traveling quickly. It was not off the bats. But this is a dangerous line down the leg side. Just a small tickle and it will run down for 4. Got to be careful with that. It's placed a slip. Man in slips in the second position. Second slip. And just because he gets the ball angle away. So if he goes for the drive or for the cover drive, there's a chance that the ball might be edged and going into the keepers and the second slip area. Good thinking. They're trying to pick up wickets. That's a good captaincy. Free hit has been opted. First of the 4 that has been on offer here. Long off and wide long on. Field is kept in the deep. He goes, but that was clobber. That goes a long distance. That's a super strike from Aryan Kutkar. This is launched himself and launched in the big way. What a hit. "23 without loss." Look at the replay there. That was straight in the slot. And that's gone out of the park. The ball has gone for a stroll. "23 without loss." Aryan Kutkar looking in tremendous touch. That's a good sign here. Most of the outstation players have really performed well. And they have made a mark in this Dhadsakhal Super League. That's what every outstation player will be hoping to do. Well bowled, very well bowled. Just advancing down. He saw the intention and dragged in a little bit short away. And a dot ball straight into the hands of the keeper. And it's 2 overs gone. It's 23 without loss. Gajantlaxmi. Clipped off the pads. Will run down for 4 runs. Easy as it gets. I had already mentioned, we bowled straight. There's the opportunity of picking the boundary on the leg side. Easily done. This is a bread and butter shot for many of the Indian cricketers. It's not only about international, but very strong on the leg side. Most of the cricketers do like it, bowling on the pads. They get a good start to the beginning. Trying to go for the drive, missing it straight in the hands of keeper. Another slip is still placed. That's good to see. So they are still searching for the wickets. Man in catching position in the second slip. Mahalasa, Sanskrutik, Mandal should be aware that they have to finish the overs in time because they are going to bat second. Well played off the back foot. Looking to pick a couple of runs in the deep, but well fielded. Charging towards the ball and just restricting the batter to a single. Steady approach so far from Rishikesh. Both the boundaries that he has scored were on the leg side, where the ball was pitched and it's nicely flicked away. Yeah, left it all alone. First thought for a drive, that the ball just swung away from him, away from the reach. The slip is off. Now it has strengthened the offside cordon. Single and run out opportunity and taken. Yeah, well run there. It's always this striker who knows very much whether I have struck it cleanly or I have not timed it that well, and whether the ball is going to reach towards the fielder in time. And that's where you try to gauge it. The best of the batters are best of the edges of a good run. We've seen many a times Sachin Tendulkar, likes of Virat Kohli, likes of the big greats, Ricky Ponting, call whichever names. The greats always were very good runner between the wickets. They always were good judge of taking those quick singles inside the 30-yard. Trying to slash hard. Should be a wide, yes. We saw the intention, once again dragged it short, but dragged it way outside. Got to curtail it, Akash Parab. What is happening is, it's although taking time, but also draining all the energy and all the efforts that is put in by the medium pacer. So you got to keep all that energy, effort, and focus to bowl just the 6 balls. Another one picked away but could not find the gap. And a dot ball here to finish over number 3 is 31 without loss, Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. Well ball once again. Was it Nick there? Yes, and it's been taken. Mayur has taken a very, very important wicket. He was angling the ball away from the right-hander. He was itching to go against Mayur, but I think that experience has come in handy. Just aged it, nicked it, and keeper collecting it right in the gloves. Well taken, well judged. It was dying on him, but he kept his eyes on the ball. Here is the replay. You see the angle, and that's nicely bowled. Well done, and a wonderful wicket here taken by Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. They break in the opening partnership. Aryan Khudkar departs. So it's going to be quite upbeat, Mayur. Rajat Sheth comes in at number 3, another outstation player, and has a class of its own. Very elegant and very strong left-hander introduced, who can be handy with bowling. So they are tightening that offside behind the point region. Man in gully, man in slip, man at backward point. Pressure on Rajat Sheth straight away. That's good to see. Good attacking field set by the captain. He's going for wickets, and that's exactly what positive thinking required. Someone like Rajat, he knows that Aryan Khudkar, one outstation player, already headed back. Free hit has been taken. So the bowler has the luxury of setting the field or changing the field. Looking to pick up on the leg side. It's bowling very nice. Great line and length. Is so accurate today. It's all pumped up after the wicket of Aryan Khudkar. Well, don't require to generate a lot of pace, but he is, as a left-arm medium pacer, brings in additional fervor to this team. Driven firmly, strong shot. A stop by the fielder, but just a single, and that will get Rajat Sheth off the mark. Nothing much given away in this over by Mayur Naik. He has started well into his spell. Not too many extras, bowling the perfect line, the areas that you are hoping to bowl from your premium fast bowler. And he's doing that. A packed offside. Man coming in the short covers position. Bowling according to the field, and that should be a single. That is going to end over number 4, a successful over for Shri Masa Sanskrutik Mandal and the premium bowler Mayur. 4 overs gone, 33 without loss. 33 for 1. Looking to play off the back foot. Another one. This is almost the third wide that he has bowled. Is stretching his right side. Got to be careful bowling extras. He must learn from a senior counterpart Mayur. Not bowling too fast, but it's just concentrating on good length. Angling the ball away. Very effective. This event, this tournament is a learning curve for many of the young prospects who are looking for a place in future big teams. Maybe for Goa under and Goa in future. Lot of cricket on offer. So many zonal matches. And so much of cricket, said Mushtaq Ali. We talk about different tournaments that are held under the aegis of BCCI. So it's step by step. Perform like a professional in almost every tournament to get yourself noticed. Do the consistent performance, pick up wickets, score runs, find yourself space on the daily newspaper by performing, catch the eyes of the selector. You never know, that might be a big story coming for our state. You got to learn, you got to enjoy, you got to work hard, you got to sweat. Crunchy shot. What a lovely back foot punch. Superb shot here from Rajat Sheth. That shows the class of this talented left-hander. Slight width was on offer, and that was good enough for him to crash into the advertisement hoardings. Down the leg side, another wide. A shot. And that is also, I think, has gone for the boundary. So he is just charging himself, charging his battery. That's on the front foot. The earlier one was crunch of the back foot. And that's a good sign here for Gajantlaxmi. If this man gets going, he can score big runs. He's known to get big centuries as well. Rajat Sheth. He loves the ball coming onto the bat. More pace, more better it is for Rajat. Akash Parab has conceded 30 runs so far and is wicketless. He's still working hard. Good slower ball, slightly upish. The man in the deep going to get a single. And that's exactly what I say. If the batters come hard at you, you need to just think differently. It's always the greats that have thought differently. You do the same thing, but slightly differently in terms of getting those slower balls, change of variations, yorker in between. The rituals are the same, but the plans for different batters are different. Lightly bowled right in the block hole. Looking for a run out. Can't pick up. Gets a single. So that's going to finish over number 5. It's 46 for the loss of 1. Rajat Chet looking good and is giving a good company here to Rishikesh Naik. Picked away on the leg side. So introduction of the spinner straight away after the end of the power play overs. They're going at 9 runs per over. And they need to steady this middle order. Solidity in middle order is very much required. That is where many of the teams have faltered in spite of getting a solid start. Rajat Sheth is known who can just be a anchor. He can also whack the ball when it's required, but he can play both the roles very well, aggressor as well as sheet anchor. Nicely done. Coming onto the front foot, always looking for a single. And that's well bowled. He's been bowling well. Pralay Gaude, we witnessed in the previous game, he was the defining factor that slowed down the run scoring, got wickets. Very unusual and very tricky with his bowling action and its trajectory. The ball lands and just skids on. We have seen Pritesh how effective with his leg spinners, but he takes short run up. Pral is someone who just takes around 5 to 6 steps and lands the ball in the right areas. Very effective leg spinner. Just considered singles in this over so far. Second free hit has been taken here by Rajesh Sheth. He feels this is the best time against the leggy. So let's not get him set. Looking to smack the ball. Do not get the elevation, just a single. So that was the third free that was taken by Gajantlaxmi. Clipped away on the leg side. They are just milking the runs at the moment. They know that the boundaries are not going to be easy come by if the bowling is so tidy. Another over has gone. 6 overs done. It's 51 for 1. Gajantlaxmi. So Rishabh has been introduced from the Zuari River end. Is watchfully playing, allowing the ball to come onto the bat, just nudging around with soft hands. That's what you require. It's composure in the middle and to get along with the things nicely without much fuss. Full toss ball and there's what a lovely timing. Beautiful placement. No chance for the long on to cut that off. In fact, long off, and that's a boundary here. Coming after some time, loose ball on offer and taken advantage of it. Never intended to hit it too hard, just the timing behind it. Oh, nothing short. What was he thinking over there? I think he had premeditated to play maybe the slog sweep. He just opens his front leg and absolutely nowhere. And gets himself bowled. Not a magical delivery ball by Rishabh Phate, but he is doing nothing wrong. Everything working for is fine in this tournament. He gets rid of Rishikesh and breaks the partnership that was just blossoming nicely. It's 57 for 2. So successful over here for Rishabh Phate. End of 7 is 58 for 2. So the new batter has arrived with Maumbre, a very strong player. Plays regularly leather ball cricket, plays for in lot of the community tournament as well as the open tournament. Well, of tall stature, very strongly built. The captain of Gajantlaxmi. In the air. Was it in the gap? Yes, just in the gap. Played it very nicely and goes long for 6. Never hit it too hard. And pure timing here from Rajat Sheth, getting the distance that was required. The 6 there, the previous one, and now he gets a single. So it's a solidity in the batting lineup. Whenever you see Rajat Sheth, he understands the situations very well, having played so much of cricket. And he requires someone like him to take the charge in the middle once 2 of the batters, both the openers, have gone back into the dressing room. Now it's the time of the left-handers. Leggy into the attack, and they will be more comfortable facing him. It's like an off-spinner bowling to the left-hander. Very watchfully played, allowing the ball to come close to him. Technically, the perfect way to play this. Coming onto the front foot and judging the length. Good hand and eye coordination. Very important to be a good judger of the length. That's where many of the greats have been born in T20. Well bowled here, angling the ball away to the left-hander. And it's going to be a dot ball. 8 overs gone, 68 for 2. Shot that has got some class of its own. Well, he's looking good and he's getting better and better with those big shots. Anything loose on offer, he is giving it everything. Got to be careful against Rajat Sheth. So slowly and steadily moving forward, we are into the over number 9, 74 for 2. Rajat getting very strong in terms of his defenses. That should be wide. They got to curtail this. If someone is conceding or scoring sixes, you need to stop them at least at the other end, where Ved Mamre is batting. He's just new onto the crease. Smack down the ground, finding the fielder in the deep. Just going to be a single. Rishabh Fatte comes as a handy bowler. He picked up wicket, but he doesn't look to be a regular bowler as an off spinner. He's just chancing his luck, the captain. And the last of the free hits has been opted. So Rajat wants to end it up all here before the 10 overs conclude. He gets away with it. Guess will be just a single. They were thinking on the lines of a couple, but can't afford to take a risk. The partnership has to go. Can't rely on the lower middle order. You got to carry on your job once you are well set. That's the job of a good batter for any side, especially the outstation player. Very well bowled. He changes the pace very nicely. So 9 overs are done here. Is 78 for 2. Mighty shot. What a hit. The sixes are getting bigger and bigger. Rajat Sheth is just smoking it, and that bat is just looking so big now. He's a class act. He's a strong player. He's a great force to reckon with. And let's see the full stretch. You saw the shots on the leg side. This is just an example of how he can brutally hurt the bowlers on the offside. Inside out, over covers. Exceptional batting. This time it pushes it with little bit pace, punches it down the ground. Is very calculator, a very good calculator, and you require to be calculative. Once you get a 6, he just doesn't go for every ball. That time will come. It comes as a surprise for the bowler. He picks up the right ball, smacks it down the ground. Oh, that's a good shot. Tremendous power. I first thought it might just get a single, but so much of power behind that shot from Ved Mamre. He is coming into the act. Both the left-handers slowly and steadily taking this team to a very good total. 89 for 2. This is the last over of the halfway mark. Nicely picked on the leg side. Suddenly you see once you are hit for a 6 and a boundary, the bowler tries to bowl slightly quick. You understand, if I toss the ball, I am driven for 6. If I bowl fast, I am smacked for a boundary down the ground. So what do I do? That's the difficulty when you have got such strong players. They're strong muscularly, they're strong and powerful in their bat speeds. Lots to worry about here for the bowling side. Watchfully played. Just coming slow off the deck. He just wanted to open the face and get a single. That was quick one. Pushed in quicker. That ball to finish. The 10th over is 90 for 2, Gajantlaxmi. So having seen both the batters batting well against the spinners, I think they feel the urgency of picking up a wicket. Nicely bowled. He's cut down on pace, but he has increased his accuracy. Mayur bowling from round the wicket to the left-handers. A different angle altogether. Don't see often doing that, many of the bowlers, especially left-armers. There's been, clobbered over the top. It's gone many miles back. This is humongous strike. Rajat Sheth picks up the perfect balls to launch himself, and that is a biggie. Straight on the top. We have seen many of the batters here putting the ball straight on the rooftop. Prathamesh Salunke has done on most of the occasions. Rajat also joining in that company. Slice towards the point region. Is he charging for a couple of runs? He is very good on the between the wickets. Couple of runs taken. Well, he had to run hard there. But he is a hard-working cricketer. He just treasures his innings and likes to play long innings. There's sign of a very good batter. He's moved on to 44 of 23. Accelerating. Oh, wow. Absolutely superb shot. Just a superb boundary. And that's 100 up here for Gajantlaxmi with this fabulous inside-out cover drive. Just see himself giving a little bit of room on the leg side to create this space. So that's going to be a dot ball, but I think plenty of runs have been scored in that over. Rajat looking strong. He has raced on to 48 of just 25. 11 overs are gone, and it's 103 for 2. Missed it altogether. Was that close? Looks to be from the reactions of the bowler. Well played. Taking the single. Shramesh introduced into the attack. Starting from over number 12. They tried spinners. They tried left armer. Retired options against Rajat Sheth is getting stronger and stronger. Moves to 49 with that single. One shot away from a very commendable half century. Looks in no trouble whatsoever, both in defenses as well as shot making. And that's out, trapped in front of the wicket, angling the ball in. He was shuffling, and that was right in front. So bringing in the change to get Shramesh here, and Ved Mamre has been trapped in front. This is an easy signal for the umpire. Raises the finger, raises the nod for that appeal from Shramesh, and finally they break through. Is the end of wicket number 3, 105 for 3 in over number 12. Oh, that's poor bowling. That's poor start to someone who is just fresh on the wicket. 5 wides, a gift here. This is not what you want a bowler to be bowling to a new batter. You got to bowl accurately. You got to bowl wicket to wicket. If 5 gifted runs here, that will relieve all the pressure on the batter. Although it's not from his bat, it's yet to got off the mark, but he'll feel that the team is heading with 5+ runs. Oh, he gets him the next ball. He gets him the next ball. Chopped it over onto the stumps. And another wicket for Shramesh. He's working wonders here for his team. And it's turning out to be a magical spell for Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. The batter comes and hits back straight away. Golden duck for him. It's 110 for 4 in the 12th over. Shramesh strikes twice. So 50 up here for Rajat Sheth. He's holding the fort at one end. He saw the partners going away quickly at the other end. So someone needs to give company to Rajat Sheth. There is a long way to go in this game. He understands the game very well. And that's why his presence in the middle is needed for the entire innings. If they need to post a good total of 170 plus. Well bowled. Asking the batsman questions there with this line and length. This should be the length and this should be line. Just around a corridor of uncertainty if you got decent pace. A new batter on the crease. He has seen 2 of the batters going back easily. Pressure will be on him. Surprised him with a slightly half-tracker bouncer. Played it well, rolled his wrist over the ball and gets a single. Pankaj Tari, Rajat Sheth, 1-1-3 for 4. We are talking about this Dhadsakhal Super League underway, and so many of young talent has got an opportunity to play on this ground. Oh, he lost his balance. He lost his balance. Oh, that could have been stunning catch. He flew towards his right hand side, stretched himself, very energetic, athletic. He could have also grabbed it. That could have been a big, big wicket here. Rajat slipped in the middle and a diving effort from the fielder, but in vain. Rajat survives. Well, looking at this shot, Gajantlaxmi supporters must have felt the heart in the mouth. Well bowled here. Let's see. And that's the finger has been raised. Big nick there, age there. Appeal from the bowler and from behind. They are losing the plot here. Gajantlaxmi is the warrior that is stranded at the North striker's end, and is Pankaj Thari who is heading back. They were keeping the things tight. Well, absolutely not in the balance to play that shot. And that's why that leading age gone back behind. No mistake from the keeper. Another one bites the dust here. 115 for 5 in the 13th over. The ball keeping slightly low there. And a very successful over once again. This is a very good phase here for Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. Shramesh picking a couple of wickets in the previous over. Sushant joining in and picks up 1 wicket. Not too many runs considered in the last 2 overs, and also not too much of strike given either to Rajat Sheth. 13 overs have been finished here. 115 for 5. Gajantlaxmi Cricket Club. So Shramesh looking to continue. Rajat now. See what happens once you lose wickets at a time when tempo was going in favor of the batting side. You lose 3 wickets, and that acceleration which was hoped to be coming from over number 13, 14 or 15 maybe will be delayed slightly from Rajat. Because he knows we are losing wickets in heap here, and I need someone to just partner me along. I think he has hurt himself. That has taken a blow on very sensitive part. Looks to be in trouble there. Looks to be in pain. He needs urgent medication. Well driven there. Oh, he was sent back, run out opportunity. And this is referred on top. He has hit straight, he has hit it well, he has timed it well. Rajat saw the fielder there and sent him back into his striking end. I think he's struggling. Umpire has referred it on top. Let's see what is the call here. He has put in a dive. Has that dive saved him? OUT out. So another wicket has been lost. A total lapse in the communication. Young boy Ulpat Sheth has to head back. So 6 wickets down, losing the grip, losing this the strength of this game, and losing 4 wickets in a heap. Rajat Sheth is looking at the partners coming and walking back, and this team is going in deep trouble. 116 for 6. Trying to clip on the leg side, maybe got the pads on the way. The Shramesh has brought in a lot of charm in this camp. Lot of luck as well. Rub of the green. He picked up a couple of wickets and now a run out in his over. Once he has come, everything has just changed. It's totally upended from the batting side to the bowling side. Excellent bowling. He knows now we are into the lower order or the tail of this Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. What we have to do is keep Rajat Sheth at the non-striker's end and bowl most of the deliveries to the new batters that are coming on the crease. Opening the phase was straight to the man at the backward point region. A dot ball and a good over that brings in a wicket in the form of run out. Still 116 for 6 after 14. Trying to slash hard. Man in the deep. And Sushant coming. I think you should have seen what Shramesh is doing from the other end. The effective bowlers today in this game for his team. Rajat Sheth will be off strike. Plenty of cricket left. I certainly see 35 balls is plenty. They can get even 60, 70 from those 35 balls. It's just that Rajat Sheth needs to be on strike. That is the mistake they were doing. They were not able to rotate the strike and then trying to do something fancy. And that's why they lost wickets. He's looking for one more run out on the cards. They're just directly hitting at the non-striker's end, desperate to give strike to Rajat. Desperation we have seen already turning costly in the previous over. You got to hear the call of the partner. Just can't run straight away. Because it's the partner who is going to call the shots here. He is going to take the charge. You got to listen to him. Another one straight to the fielder, nowhere to run. They are keeping things under control and they are bowling more deliveries to the new batters. It's 117 for 6 in 14.4. 32 balls more to go after this one. Finally gets a single. But by the time he gets singles, there are already 4 balls that has been taken up. And it will be the last ball of over number 15. So will Rajat keep the strike or will he go for the biggie? Still plenty of time left. 5 overs to go after this delivery finished by the bowler. He goes inside out, just going for a single. Never intended to hit the ball too hard. Keep the strike of the next over. 15 overs bowled. Gajantlaxmi, 119 for 6. So the last over of the power play, the one over that can be chosen between over number 13 to 16. The wicket lost, so obviously not taken by the batter, but automatically it's number 16th over becomes the power play over. Rajat Sheth was taking single of the previous ball, understanding the same scenario where the power play over needs to be taken advantage of. Akash Parav once again introduced back, premium fast bowler, has been kept for that power play over. Slashing hard, too much of room and a cracking square cut for 4 runs. No chance for Mayur at the backward point region, too much of pace and too much of width. He is looking strong. He is into his strong mindset. He believes that he can still get towards that 160, 70 run mark on his own self. See, his intent is very much clear. He wants to take the advantage of this power play over. He's a clean striker. 123 in over number 16, 6 wickets down. But if Rajat goes down here, you see this team struggling to get 150. kept slightly low there. Compared to the bounce with the new ball, what we saw from Akash, this ball is keeping slightly, maybe a few centimeters lower than in the with the new ball that he was bowling. So you got to be careful while playing the shot, especially the pull shot. If it doesn't climb, you are going to be in trouble. Inside out, and should be a boundary. Pitched full up and drives firmly. Strong shot here from Rajat Sheth. So getting his front foot off the way to clear the ball over the covers. This is the second boundary of this over. 127. And he gets him. I told you, I had mentioned the ball is keeping low and playing a pull shot can be risky on this wicket. But I think Rajat has played his part very, very well. But he was trying to accelerate. The ball kept low and hitting the stumps. Bullseye. And bringing in Akash Parab has done a perfect job for the team of Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. Rajat Sheth was single-handedly trying to take his team, go past 160 run mark. He didn't get any company. They lost his partner on a regular basis. He was not getting the strike, and that was panic-stricken Rajat, who had to take the charge and who loses his wicket in the middle. 7 down at 127. In comes Prasad, and number 9. So now is the tail enders that are coming in. And here is an opportunity for Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal to finish this off early. That's why trying to bowl a slower ball back of the end. Intention was to bowl straight, but it drifted down the leg side. They should see that this big opportunity, just 3 wickets away, they can bowl them out before finishing with those 20 overs. That's exactly good bowling here from Akash Parab. The tail is exposed quite early in this game by Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. 16 gone is 128 for 7. So beginning of the 17th over, as Sushant has been asked to give a go. So that was the only one over that was important, the power play over, as Akash Parab came in and bowled. You see Shramit might be coming into bowling attack from the same end. Sushant continues from the Zuari river end. Not much power behind it, not much timing, just single. So you see this team, if they bowl tightly and bowl tidily, uh, without giving too much of room, without considering too many extras, they will certainly be difficult to get somewhere around 150 mark. It is going to be well below par or wide call. I was mentioning about these extras. That has to be stopped. If that keeps on leaking, then the batter won't be feeling the heat. But certainly it will be well below par score, having seen Rajat Shet back off. Smacked over the wide long off region in the arc and no half measures. That's the kind of batting that is required. Now it is Amir Kedekar is taking the charge. Oh, run out. We have to wait. That is should be. He slipped at the non-striker's end and he could not get up. But that's a sorry feeling here for the batter at the non-striker's end. Nothing wrong with the bowler. It is altogether a fault of the batter who just slipped and just stranded, not even getting up. That's the 8th wicket down. So in an unlucky fashion, 135 for 8. One 35 for 8 with 2 balls left. See where Gajantlaxmi is headed from. Well played on the leg side. Looking to get a single. Amir has been joined with Sahil Naik. Gajantlaxmi were on 90 for 2 after completion of 10 overs. And they just got around 46 runs in the next 7 overs with losing 6 wickets. Losing 6 wickets on the course is plenty of wickets. Run out on the cards. He's struggling. He's struggling. I told you, he was taking on the fielder in the deep. They have to bat 20 overs. Amir Kedekar thought he is going to be a great runner just like me. It was not a danger end, but the throw was very quick. Straight next to the bells and another one gone down. This is the 3rd run out in this game for Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. They are making mistake after mistake after mistake and is 9 down. I was mentioning about the opportunity of bowling this team. Well, no one else to blame than the batters of this team who have just given us a collapse here. They went in jiffy and went without addition to the scores. Bowling well here. He has bowled well throughout. Shramesh, I think his bowling spell is a defining factor. It was a turning point. Once he came on the bowling mark and suddenly the wicket started falling, he picked up those couple of wickets and then the entire team totally collapsed. He's straight back past the bowler. Going to get a single. Moves on to 138 for 9. If they bet 20 overs, that itself is going to be a victory for them from this point. Because they will get maximum runs if they bet those 20 overs. Looking for another run out, but they make it in the end. At least need to bet 20 overs. Any team that struggles to bet 20 is certainly going well below par score. They will trying to reconcile themselves after this innings and trying to just reascertain the total and the plans, what they are going to execute in the second innings. From an expected total of 180, they were 90 for 2. You expect them to get another 90 in the next 10 overs with 8 wickets in hand. That's in the air. That might be a chance. Oh, that's drop. That should have been all out. Bala going downtown. Fielder charging. I think it is Risha fielding at the long off region. A safe fielder normally, but it was struck nicely. So chance gone down. Single to finish over number 18 is 140 for 9. Appeal there. What that happened? Is it out? Yes, I think the ball has ricocheted from his pads to the stumps and that the bails have come out. That's the end of it. Finally, they are bowled out. I expected this. Bala tried to get one more. Mayur getting into the wicket column. He started by picking a wicket of Aryan Khutkar and then picking up the last wicket. So happy ending here for Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. So they come back in a very strong way. At one point when Rajat was batting alongside Ved Mamre, everything was looking so great for the team of Gajantlaxmi. They were at 90 for 2, cruising along. But all the breaks were put in once Shramesh and Sarvesh come into the bowling attack. They kept on chipping wickets. And then we saw a total collapse of this entire batting lineup. Nothing much after Rajat Sheth departed. No partnership whatsoever. Is Rajat Sheth 62 of 36 balls and Rishikesh Naik 32 of 22. And after that, it's a sorry scorecard. We have to wait whether this total is good enough depending upon the bowling lineup of Gajantlaxmi. Well, on this flat wicket, is certainly below par total. but it's all about how resilient and fighting spirit that they show on the field. It's going to matter a lot. 141 in the end is the target set for Sri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. They will be pleased when they are heading back into their dugout, and the openers all will all set for the run chase of 141 in 20 overs.
मत बोलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना।
So we begin the run chase of the second game of the day. 141 below par total, lowest total I can certainly recall. And I reckon if they need to win this match or make it more interesting and challenging for the batters, then they have to come hard. They have to take some risk here. Put some man in the catching position, smashed through the boundary. Slightly shorter length, and he had ample of opportunity. Correct off the back foot. Swapnil Malik and Chetan Bhosle. Swapnil Malik missed out on the previous occasion. In fact, both their Australian players did not contribute handy. But here is an opportunity for them to just come right and give a good start. Solid start required. And that will seal the match for them. Should be wide. As the second one in a row. Amir Karekar has to understand the contest. And also the captain. They placed a slip. That's much better. But for the slip come into effect, you need to bowl the drivable length. Trying to slash hard once again, not afraid to hit the ball. Looking to be going straight into the counter-attack mode straight away, not allowing the bowler to settle. That's a good plan. That's not a bad plan either. They've got 10 wickets in hand. Openers will also always try to take the advantage of the fielding restrictions. Well played. Run out on the cards. No, just a single. He just took a little bit of time to decide which end to throw. Hesitancy crept in, but in the end, they managed to scamper through for a single. Chetan Bhosle will be on strike. 12th man of Gajantlaxmi is required to report here immediately. Well played. Just pushing it on the offside, getting himself off the mark. They need early start, Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. I feel if openers give a good start to Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal, the recovery will be difficult for the fielding side. Well ball, and gets rid of it. Wonderful, exactly I was mentioning. This is the length. Ask the batsman questions. Ask them to come on the front foot. And that is exactly where that slip and the wicketkeeper will come into action. They break in. Amir Karekar picks up Swapnil Malik, who goes out once again and has not added much to the score. It's 8 for the loss of 1. It's a cracking delivery that gets rid. Just a swing, touch swing, that was enough. Big nick, and he's a goner. 8 for 1, we are into the first over itself. They strike. It's exactly the start they needed. They should put more pressure, get more men. They are keeping the slips. It's a good sign here. Pralay Gowde coming at number 3. So captain walks in, Pralay Gowde, and not the best of the shots to get yourself off the mark. Amir Khadekar is looking good. Apart from those wide balls way outside, he is getting better. There's much more accurate bowling that is required, expected from the captain. This end of 1 over is 9 for 1. Sliced, big age, running down towards the third man. Well stopped by the fielder, but couple of runs taken. So Rajat Shetty is bowling with the new ball. He gets the outswingers going, and he can be effective at times. They need wicket and they need experience. Amir is an experienced campaigner, so is Rajat Shetty. Sleep is in place. They have to go for the wickets early in this innings. Ball is doing a bit in the air with the new ball, especially for Rajat. It's all about the release. If you have got a smooth release from the hands for the medium paces, there will be swing and purchase. Well bowled. Once again, almost squared him up. Bowling in the right areas and bowling well within himself. Just not running too hard, but generating that pace in the last delivery stride through his shoulders and his legs. The last stride, he generates a good piece of force on the ball. That should have been, that was difficult one. Lot of room, lot of width was given and slashing hard. It was a difficult take, almost close to impossible. It's just excitement in the camp as it was officially played, but he just smoked it right off the meat of the bat. So this was touch shorter. One more man coming in that position. Rajat has to be careful with his fielding. You want to strengthen that backward point corridor. If he's going to bowl this particular line and length, looking for the swing. In the air, but straight over the top. This was pitched full up and goes downtown. 4 runs, back-to-back boundaries. One of the back foot, one of the front. So margin for error in terms of length is a minuscule here. You just got to bowl the good length or back length. Otherwise, the ball is just going to race for boundaries. Another one in the air. Oh, that's dropped. Can you believe that should have been taken? Rajat Shetty can't believe he has created a chance there. Ved Mamre is the captain whom you are going to complain when it's the captain itself in the covers position. They have not posted big total on the board and they have to take even the half chances. This was not a difficult one at all. 2 overs gone, 19 for 1. The second free hit opted by the batter. Kept slightly low there, half stop by the keeper. Going to be a single. Very difficult take when a medium pacer is bowling and ball just landing in front of you. You have to put the body behind. Some indications of ball dying down. We have seen Rajat Sheth expecting the ball to climb. And I had seen on the previous occasion the ball was getting low. So pulling the ball, hooking the ball will be risky if it doesn't climb on top. Well bowled, excellent line and length. That's exactly where he got earlier wicket. Looking for a swing, and once you are bowling that, asking for the batter to come onto the front foot and looking for the drive, that's exactly where those fielders will come into action. Just the same line and length where he got the first wicket. Well bowled once again, back of length. He is bowling well. Apart from the first 2 balls that is bowled wide, thing is getting back into the rhythm. Is looking effective with the new ball. The chances will come their way. I was another free hit has been opted. Third one, straight in the power play overs. And you can change the field for the batting. Slashed hard. A slight width was given, but it was well inside the guideline. Another free hit has gone wasted without any runs. Pralay Gowde. It's good to see he is still going in the attacking mode. He has seen his outstation player, Baba Malik, heading back into the dugout. Well played off the back foot, getting a single, quick single. So even if his outstation player is headed back into the dugout, he's not curtailed his instinct. He's counter-attacking because attack is the best form of defense. And if you go by that belief and your striking abilities, you tend to prosper more. You tend to be more successful rather than playing a cautious approach. Looking for a single, send back. Send back quite early from Swapnil Malik. And a dot ball to finish over number 3. It's 21 for 1. Trying to play on the leg side, hitting straight to the fielder there. Seven to field is so far opted here by Rajat Sheth. Well bowled once again, no chance of a single. That's exactly a very good plan. And is looking for wickets. He knows the total is less, and the only way we can win this match is by picking up wickets. You might give away a few runs, few boundaries, but in return, if you're getting wickets, then I think it's a successful plan. Once again, straight to the fielder, nowhere to run. That's much better, that's much tighter. Pralay Gavre, who is trying to be more aggressive, has been stopped here by those 3 dot balls. Does he have the patience and tenacity to wait for his opportunities, or he's going to create one? Try to play with soft hand, nowhere to run, wonderful effort. They are working hard here, and Rajat has to be credited here. The way he has kept the fielders in the slips, 2 in the backward point gully region, 1 in the short cover, short extra cover. All these fielders are either catching position or either saving the singles. 4 dot balls in a row. What does he do next? Oh, that's out! What a plan! And that plan has worked. 4 dot balls, and this one was outright quick ball. Pace on it, nipped away from the batter, got the leading edge, and finally taken by the man in the slips. The plan that was well thought in the mind has transpired. Good ideas always die unless they are executed properly, and this one is a perfect execution of a wonderful wicket that was taken by Rajat and his entire team. 21 for 2. Cricket at its best. "21 for 2. Gajantlaxmi is not going out without a fight. It's the first game. Everyone is searching for the combinations. And you see Australian players, they might not know the strength of the bowlers as well as the batters. The captains have to communicate, the senior members have to communicate with the Australian players. You got to gel as a unit. Just one man wonder or two man wonder is not going to win you this Dhadsakhal Super League trophy. In the air, that might be another one. Where has the ball gone? It's taken, but it was a free hit. It was a free hit that was opted by the batter. And it was the last one that has been soaked. So it just counted for a single run downtown. Successful over that gets rid of the opposition captain. 22 for 2 after 4. Well bowled. They are persisting with Amir Khadekar. They're still persisting with the slip. That's a good sign. Defining that wickets are the only prosperity for them in this adversity. Nicely bowled. Back of length. Now see, suddenly when 2 wickets have gone down, you see the change of approach. It's not easy to go into the attacking frame straight away. You got to see what the pitch is on offer, whether there is a movement. Everyone is going to buy the time. You saw the captain heading back. You see the outstation player heading back. Target is not a huge one. This phase definitely dominated by the bowlers of Gajantlaxmi Sports Club. Well bowled once again. He's limping there. Some problem with his legs. I had a talk with him. He used to bowl even faster than this. But sometimes the age catches up on you very quickly, and the injuries never get time to heal if you are playing on a regular basis. That's in the air. They can. One more. Bites the dust. Could not control it. Played it in the air. Man in the slip cordon and that backward point. They are successful with their plans. That climbed onto him and never able to control. And it's the bowlers of Gajantlaxmi Sports Club that are showing a resilience and fighting spirit that was shown yesterday by the Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. 22 for 3 as the third one departs. The plan of putting the fielders at the backward point has worked. And we have got a match on for sure. So the hero of the last match walks in. The player of the match, remarkable innings, high on confidence. Well played, right behind the line. You see Amir Khadekar charging, string in the stride, happy faces. He is always happy when he picks up wickets, and he is always charging with that extra battery, extra power behind him. Wickets always are the power, extra horsepower that every bowler requires. Played well on the offside. Gets a single and gets off the mark. Another good over here for Gajantlaxmi. They are trying to keep the things well in control. Power play overs have just costed 23, but they have taken 3 important wickets. 23 for 3. two sounds, two noises heard. Rajat Sheth, he knows that it's going to be important here to pick Rishabh Pate. Having seen the gutsy and courageous innings and have also tenacity to wait till the end and hit the winning shot, that shows some character. It's the character that matters in any sports. That was shown by Rishabh. And that's why he's come in to bowl that extra over in spite of the finish of the power play. He knows this wicket is very crucial. Still, there is a man in the second slip, but conditions have slightly eased off a bit with the field spread. That's out. That's the danger man. He went for the drive, a blooming drive, but he is succumbed to the plan. The beautiful outswinger, stretched hands of the keeper, straight in the gloves, and Rishabh Pate, the hero of the last game, has not. So we are back with the live coverage of the game. Some interruptions due to the power cuts. 6 overs gone. It's 25 for 4. We've got a match on our hands. Siddharth is batting, and Chetan has been there for a long time, but he has not got strike. Somebody needs to rise on the occasion, just like Rishabh Fatte played a marvelous knock. They were in such a precarious situation in the previous game as well. Both the times, it's a collapse of the top order. They won the toss, opting to chase, looking at the result of the previous game. But once again, the scenario is they have lost 4 wickets. Inside edge, that could have been on the stumps, and that runs down quickly towards the fine leg region. Lucky boundary, not convincing any way, but the batter will definitely get runs under his name. 29 for 4. Sahil Naik up against Siddharth and Chetan. Bowling over number 7 from Zuari River. Well bowled. So it's a cautious approach now. They lost 4 wickets and they have to resurrect this innings and build a partnership. You see 111 runs required in 81 balls. That's because not too many runs have been given, conceded in the power play overs, and wickets also have been lost. That slows down the run rate. Every batter will buy his time. If you see Chetan Bhosle, he has come right up the order when he just faced almost 4 balls. Still there, he saw the partners heading back with a wonderful plan set up by the captain, Ved Mamre and Rajat Sheth. Squared him up. It was in the air for a while. Slip was in place. They are feeling well. They are giving the effort. Let's see what happens when you take the top order. Pressure always, when it is put in, most of the batters succumb to the pressure. You see 180, 190, and you see the score being chased. Suddenly 140 is difficult to chase. That's because of the plans that have been in place and that has worked. 7 overs gone, 31 for 4. Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. Prasad comes in with his medium pacers. Chetan Bhosle. Now onus on him to take the game deep. It was role of Rishabh Ferte, and he played the character very well yesterday, but now it's someone else who has to take the responsibility. Well kept, very well kept. Not a good delivery, I must say, down the leg side. He's putting in the effort, and a brilliant save. Every run is worth. He must be watching the length. You must have seen definitely when he was fielding the length that was 33 for 4 in 7.3. Asking run rate is just around 8.6 at this stage. It might just climb for more than somewhere around 9.5, 10 if the next 2-3 overs go in favor of the bowling side. Another one, ill-directed. He's trying to bowl more pace, and in doing so, in the last delivery stride, he is swaying away from his accuracy. He's falling away in shape and he's trying to bowl that quicker one. That's why he's straying down the leg side. The second time in the same over. Finally gets one right. Definitely drivable, just away from the reach. What a wonderful concept of getting outstation, two outstation players mixing along with the local players. So they getting opportunity to learn. Getting opportunity to learn from the outstation players who have got more experience. Gel well, build a good unit. Welling cricketer certainly has a combination that can be said as well balanced. A strength in the batting, strength in the bowling with those left armers, leg spinners, the off spinners, well covered those areas. There's a fielder there. There's a fielder down there, and he takes it. Well, this was needless. This was needless here from Chetan Bhosle. He came as an opener. He saw his partner going. There were 4 wickets down. There was a man down at the long off region. He took on the challenge of going past that fielder and given straight into his throat. Who doesn't spill out? They have taken their catches. Some difficult one. This ball was traveling, yes, but it was nicely placed for the long off fielder to take that. 8 overs are done here, and half the side is already back to the pavilion on just a paltry total of 35. So opening the phase. Giridhar comes in. Sahil continues, and they are not allowing any partnership here to get going. The start that they have got from their bowlers, they are persisting with the channel. Straight down the ground, should be a single. Well, the batters have committed harakiri. The patience was not seen. The patience was required when 2 or 3 wickets were down. Maybe they could have taken off a little bit of time in the middle. Just seen that difficult phase when Rajat Sheth and Amir Kadekar were bowling and bowling with accuracy, keeping the fielders in the catching position. And once again, when the field spread, they were taking on the fielders in the deep. Half the side going back. It's not that every time you will get a hero who will rise and win it from an unwinnable position. It has happened in the last game. You got to play correct cricket. You will be rescued from almost the barrel of defeat almost every game. Doesn't happen. You got to learn and improve. Appeal, but not, and that's out. That's out. The fingers has been raised. Appeal was loud from behind the wickets. Umpire thought for a while. It was full toss ball. Well, understand one thing here. I'll explain technicality. Is a right-arm medium-pace bowler. There is the ball was directly landing on the pads. The pitching doesn't come into picture whether it is pitched down the leg side or not. It was a full toss ball. It was a straightish line. It was totally missed by the batter, and that's why umpire feels that it was hitting the stumps. It's clear-cut out signal. And I will certainly say it's a good decision. Because if the ball is pitching, there are so many things comes into calculation. But if the ball turns out to be a full toss, the pitching doesn't come into picture. They are now deep under the barrel. Deep under the barrel with those 6 wickets down. 140 has been made to look like 200 with very hearty bowling performance. Rajat Sheth, I think along with Ved Mamre, both must have definitely had a tear that will come hard in the first 5 overs. And the plan has worked. The plan has definitely worked, and now Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal is struggling big time. It's 6 down already at 36, and it's 9 overs that has been bowled. So the good work from the bowlers continue here in over number 10. We have hardly seen any boundaries, any big ones being hit because they started off losing wickets in a jiffy, kept on losing. Nowhere to run, well bowled. They're doing a simple job. You don't have to bowl outright fast. Just bowl with line and length, just in the corridor of uncertainty, where the new batter is not confident about coming on front or off the back. There are enough fielders placed in the fielding position to stop the single and also to take the catches in the short mid-wicket, short covers. In the air, and that might be another one. They are going out like a procession here, one after the other, just like an Indian bicycle stand. If one falls, everyone falls apart. No fighting and resilience showed in this game so far. It's 36 for 7 in the 10th over. So here we move forward after a new batter has arrived, Ramu Satarkar. Ramanand Satarkar arrives on the crease. Once again, not convincing shot, but certainly get a single. So well in control of the game, Gajantlaxmi. So tightening of the screws continues. 7 wickets down at 37 after 10. So well bowled. Introduction of the spinner. Medium pacers have done an incredible job putting their stamp on mark in this game. So now is the job of the spinners to just give it a finishing touches. Shivam Sheth introduced. Well bowled once again. That was a pushed in little bit, pushed in quicker. Weighted onto the back foot, could be risky at times. We are seeing this team for the first time. It's the first game for the Gajantlaxmi, their bowling attack. Well bowled, very well bowled. Good pace that he is bowling at the moment, somewhere around 80, 85. Not allowing that much of pace to work with. The batter has to really have quick feet and quick hands. If he can persist with this accuracy, he will be a successful bowler in this Dhadsakhal Super League. Should be a single. So need to revitalize themselves, reconcile. 7 wickets down. It's not easy to rise from a situation like this one. Oh, that's a slight misfield, half stop. Couple of runs should be taken. Driving firmly there. The fielder did a half good job. Saved the boundary, but conceded 2. 11 overs gone, 44 for 7. Slightly hurrying on to the batter. We'll see not impactful shots so far. No impactful shot that is creating panic in the minds of the Gajantlaxmi bowlers or the captain. And so much of asking run rate, it has climbed high. And it's not about betting the 20 overs. It's about going towards the target, 96 of 52. And should be done with a fiery fist. Another one that has gone straight into the gloves of the keeper. So just going through the motion, entire teams. Nothing much happening on the ground. No big shots on offer. The bowling still keeping everything tight. That has sneaked in. Has it sneaked in? Looks to be inside. And that's Bias going for 4 runs. Well, the keeper tried hard towards the left-hand side, but it delayed him. I think it was a big swing that just deceived the batter and also the keeper. Well, once it gone past the keeper, it was always no chance for the short fine or a deep fine leg. 49 for 7. Another one just trying to do something. At least there should be conservative effort of going for the shots. 49 for 7. Just hoping for a miracle. 92 in 49. This time another chance straight into the hands and no mistake. He's found a fielder in the deep and there's number 8 going back. At least he was making an effort here to go over the top. So end of over number 12 is 49 for 8. It's nicely played on the leg side. Just going to get a single. So it's already 8 down and that is a Mount Everest to climb. Big ask for number 9, 10, 11 when the top order has totally failed, collapsed miserably. It was just a total of 141 runs. But the way they came with a plan well set, they all sucked into the plan. They gave it into the plan of the fielding side. And no one, by the time they realized, it was all over. Ah, gets him, absolutely clueless. Wonderful ball here. And that is just good enough even for a top order batter. And it's absolutely magical for number 9. It's 50 for 9. Well, absolutely no defense is there. Even an elephant could have sneaked in. And here comes number 11 walking. 50 for 9. It's a big defeat it is going to be. And what a big victory that's going to boost the confidence and morale of this entire team. They have not posted a big total. 140 is probably the lowest total posted by anyone in the batting first. But they came so hard against these batters of Shri Mahalasa Sanskrutik Mandal. By the time they realized it was all over, 5 wickets, 6 wickets went in just within the 6-7 overs. The game was done and dusted over there. It was hearty performance from them yesterday, same time around. But today, it has been exactly opposite. Well, Gajantlaxmi has played very courageous and very resilient. And the plan that was thought about was perfectly executed. So Mayur just trying to delay the inevitable. Just going to be a single. Good prospect here, Shivam Sheth as a leg spinner. Bowls with good pace, not too slow in the air. Full toss ball. Well, one of the worst deliveries that we have seen in the entire innings, trying to bowl quick. And it's a no ball above the waist height. Well, Rajat is telling him, why you have to try to do anything fancy? Going for the big one, but it was a free hit. Even the stumping is not counted. Only the run out is the only option that you can get a better out. So 13 overs have been bowled here, 56 for 9. Just 1 wicket away from a wonderful victory. The first victory for Gajantlaxmi Sports Club in Dhadsakhal Super League. Here comes Rajat Sheth trying to finish this off and starts off with the perfect Yorker. Just dug it out, Mayur. So let's see Mayur. I've seen him launching some big ones during his time in the civil services. He's well capable. It's already 56 for 9. Nothing much left in this game. And he knocks him over. It launched for the big one, but Rajat Sheth strikes. So it's a comfortable victory in the end. A very resilient performance, especially with the bowling. I was very impressed with the hardy performance with Mamre. I think Rajat Sheth must have definitely given the inputs here for the team. And they came hard in the first 5 overs, and the victory was sealed in the first 5 overs itself. So it's all about not a high-scoring game, but I think it's outright bowling performance. And the player of the match, none other than Rajat Sheth, is a true all-round performance from Rajat, showing the master class in batting by scoring brilliant 62 of just 36 ball list with 4 sixes and 5 boundaries, and then coming and repeating the performance with the ball as well, coming in and picking up the handy wickets with a spell of 3.2 overs, just 12 runs and 3 wickets. So Rajat Sheth is the player of the match, and it's a thumping victory for Gajantlaxmi in their first game. I'll head straight into the presentation arena, requesting Rajat Sheth to kindly join us immediately. So requesting Rajat Sheth to kindly join us. We have Shri Tanmay Suktenkar as the guest for the prize distribution ceremony here at the presentation arena for the Dhadsakhal Super League. Today's encounter, match 2. So Rajat Sheth with incredible all-round performance, 62 of just 36 balls and backed with 3 wickets for just 12 runs, is requested to join here in the presentation arena. So here comes Rajat collecting his player of the match with a cash prize as well as this trophy. Wonderful all-round performance. A talented cricketer from Kuvarzua is coming in as outstation player and showing the skills with the bat. Had to work hard with his partners, got a half century, and then laced with some sixes. But coming important was the bowling spell, and then that win, marvelous win, I must say, Rajat. The total what we witnessed here on this ground at 1919 was an average total of 180. I think you were going great guns at one point of time when 90 for 2 after 10 overs. You looked headed towards that 180 mark. What went wrong?
Actually, our plans was to play simple cricket. If there is a loose ball, hit it. But we were at a good stage in 12 overs. But then the disaster happened and 4 wickets were down. So our plan was to just stay on wicket and just move the scoreboard to a decent total and come strong while bowling.
And once again, you are coming as a fresh outstation player. You don't know the combination. You don't know the strength of many of the players. So how difficult it is for an outstation player or a leader like you to combine and understand the situation?
When you are coming as an outstation player, there is a responsibility to score. So all the burden was on my shoulders to get the good score on the board and get the team in a good position and get them a win.
Yes, that's right. And 140 was well below par on this total. I was thinking you will come out with the same plan because that was the only way that you could have won this match. So your thoughts on that?
Actually, I've been seeing matches on YouTube and the ball is the coming on bat very well, and 180 is a good, actually a decent score which can be chased. So our plan was to just keep the board, good score on the board, and come strong on the bowling lineup.
But did you believe that you could defend 140? You came really hard, even Amir Kadekar in your spell. The game was over in 5 overs when you were bowling, because they already lost 5 wickets and there was never a comeback.
Yeah, I've been playing with Amit Gadikar for the last 4-5 years. I've seen his bowling. So my plan, I spoke to him, just bowl on wickets and just don't give the room to batsmen, because anything you give outside of stump, it can be wiped away easily. So our plan was just to bowl on the wicket and let the pitch do itself. What can be done?
And now a wonderful win here that is going to lift the morale of entire team. Not a big total, but defended very successfully and brilliantly. Congratulations to entire team.
Thank you very much.
So that's it. It was Rajat Sheth picking up the Player of the Match award for a brilliant all-round performance with the bat, with the ball, and as a leader as well in the field. So that's it. It's Gajantlaxmi winning by a huge margin. And we'll see you tomorrow on the same venue at 1919 for another match. See you tomorrow morning. It's good night. Shubhratri, Shabba Khair. And Dev tumka sagalyak bari raat diyo. From Harish Kakudkar. Until we meet again next.
ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना।